Hey everybody, Brian Brooks here from the Idaho Wildlife Federation. Welcome back to the weekly legislative recap, where we talk about everything that moved through the legislature this past week that has to deal with fish, wildlife, hunting, fishing, public lands, and access. And I try to talk about it as fast as possible so that you can get to enjoying your weekend. I am broadcasting from the home office today, and if you hear some chickens in the background, they're right outside my window here, so I do apologize if that happens. It's the 8th week of the legislative session, and things seem to be winding down, at least in our neck of the woods, on natural resource issues. As we had predicted at the beginning of the session, they're really focusing on a whole lot of other things and not giving a whole lot of attention to our things, which is, that's pretty good. But there's still a lot of legislative session left. It is an election year, and I think we've yet to see some of the more interesting ideas to come forward. So, only two things to report this week. House Bill 507, the lighted Nocks Mechanical Broadheads bill, made it through the Senate floor this week and is headed to the governor's desk, where he will sign it into law or veto it. Some people have been asking me what are the chances of a veto. I think they're fairly slim, but there's two possibilities that could happen. Either this is such a trite and insignificant, at least compared to everything else happening in the world, issue that it's not worth the political capital to veto the bill. The other thing or view to take is that this is such a trite issue that a veto won't cost much political capital. It might just kind of fly under the radar, considering all of the other things that the legislature is doing right now. If I was a betting man, I'd say this is probably going to become a law. But you could still ask the governor to veto the bill by Googling the phone number for his office and asking him to veto. Talking points would include, honoring the 1938 initiative and defending his and Sportsman's Commission. Last item here, we have House Bill 702. This is the Chairman Gibbs's bill. He's the chairman of the House Resources Committee. This is a sort of companion bill to a budget bill that was passed in JFAC, which is essentially the budgeting committee. And what this bill does is it increases the spending authority for Fish and Game to not only pay out the debt for depredation claims, and depredation claims are, compensating farmers for losing crops to wildlife, and then it also increases the spending authority for the access fund, which pays to open up more acres of private land. There's a companion piece here between this bill and the spending authority budgetary bill. That's a little bit complex, but all you really need to know is that the $5 surplus that goes to access and depredation that we all pay on our licenses, Fish and Game is only authorized to spend a certain amount. It's capped. But because of good license sales, there is money stacking up in that account that Fish and Game does not have the authority to spend. So this gives them that authority. So we will see an increase in expenditures for access to private lands and for depredation claims, which is good. It's not going to cost anybody else any extra money. It's also funded by the Super Hunt lottery as well. So it doesn't cost you anything. We'll open up access. We'll pay farmers. Totally fine. But we wanted to let you know. That is it for this week. I hope everybody has a good weekend, and come on down to the Sportsman Expo. We are giving away a Savage 308, which you can turn in for any other caliber or store credit, and it also comes with a Vortex scope. That's it, everybody. Take care.